Winter is not just a cold season. In medicine, a winter's formula helps us to know whether your body and your breathing system is producing an appropriate reaction in response to a crisis called metabolic acidosis. Not too much reaction, not too little reaction, just the appropriate amount of reaction is found out by using Winter's formula. Because if your breathing system overreacts to this crisis, it is just going to create more problems. The same thing happens when you force yourself to do the cold approaching. Your stress hormones go up, your breathing rate goes up, your heart rate starts to become faster when you force yourself to go out and talk to girls. Not only that, the blood flow that is usually circulating in your rational forebrain is directed towards your hindbrain. Now you start becoming less creative and you start becoming more reactive. But that's not how we humans are created. We are made in the image of God, and hence we are designed in such a way that we can create our physical reality by using our imagination, by using our creative mind wisely. Most people think that the way to create an amazing dating life is by going out and cold approaching women. But the truth is, you can create an amazing dating life by simply closing your eyes and using your imagination wisely. So, if you have been struggling to get the right kind of girl into your life, it's not because you lack social skills, it's because you do not know a secret that yogis have known forever. And that is your mind extends as your own personal reality. During COVID lockdown, I hit the lowest point of my life. That time, I was struggling with anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and some days I did not feel like I want to even exist in this world anymore. I felt like I was always stuck in my own mind, and my whole life is now predetermined by my past choices, experiences, trauma, and genetics. But by complete accident, I found this book called The Biology of Belief. This book introduced me to an idea that our emotional state is always upregulating or downregulating our genes, which means our body is subject to our own mind. When I learned about this idea, I immersed myself into the study of mind body connection. And all the experts of mind body connection were telling me the same thing. That is, my mind can not only influence my biology, but it is actually influencing my whole personal reality. This idea was not just interesting, but it actually could explain my whole life. Because when I looked back, whenever I was drowning in the emotion of negativity and guilt, my life circumstances went to crap. All of a sudden, my relationships started to become more chaotic. People started to treat me bad, and life just felt like one big problem after another. But conversely, when I used to feel happy, confident, light, people used to treat me good. My life felt easier and my relationships flowered. So this was not random. This was not just coincidence. It was like everything that was happening inside of me was showing up outside of me. When I understood this correlation, I stopped going out and cold approaching women. I stopped grinding socially because I finally understood that social skills is not the key to getting the right kind of girl into your life. Your internal world of thoughts, emotion, and self image is always attracting or repelling girls away from you. That's when I decided to meditate. And meditation pulled me out of this boring existence with zero dating life, out of this anxiety, panic attacks, and depression. And my life started to become more interesting, more fulfilling, and my existence started to feel expansive. Here is the simple truth that most men miss. There are three levels of men in our society, and the sad part is most men never ascend from level 1 to level 2. The level 1 men is what I like to call the uninitiate NPC. this person has not been properly initiated into spirituality by life. He still believes that looks, money, status, outer game techniques are going to help him to attract the right kind of girl in his life. But if this guy is lucky and somehow some tragedy happens and he starts to learn that his thoughts and his emotion is always controlling his reality, he has a chance to become the level 2 man. And that is what I like to call the awakening creator. The awakening creator knows that his imagination and his emotion is always creating his personal reality. He knows how to meditate. He knows how to visualize wonderful things happening to him. He knows how to feel the elevated emotion of joy, gratitude, victory out of his imaginal act. But when he comes out of his meditation, he still becomes desperate. After he comes out of his meditation, he immediately checks his phone and becomes depressed because his favorite girl has not texted him back. But the third level of men, and this is the level that you should aspire towards, is what I like to call the master alchemist. This guy understands that imagination creates your personal reality. He can completely dwell in his imaginal act. He can do yoga nidra properly and completely relax his body and make his subconscious mind absolutely receptive. Then he can provide all the sensory vividness to his imaginal act. He can visualize that the girl of his dream is already in his arm. She is already looking up at him with her pupils dilated because she is so attracted towards him. She is complimenting him, saying things like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing," in his imaginal act. He can smell the perfume that is being exuded off of this beautiful girl's body in his imagination. And he can believe in the reality of this imaginal act. He has a disciplined attention and can mentally rehearse this imaginal act over and over again until he starts to feel the feelings of joy, gratitude, victory, satisfaction, and thrill. And the best part is, when he comes out of his meditation, he is not desperate. He simply lets go of the outcome and he lets the world reshuffle itself until everything that he has visualized actually materializes in his life. If you want to experience what it is like to become a master alchemist, I have created the emotion pill. It is a 6-minute guided practice that is going to teach you how to visualize properly, how to make your subconscious mind receptive by doing yoga nidra properly, how to feel the elevated emotion of joy and gratitude out of your visualization act. And not only that, you're going to learn exactly what to do before meditation even starts. And you're also going to learn how to come out of meditation properly so that you can maintain this modified state of mind and body for an extended period of time so that whatever you have visualized actually comes towards you fast. This guided practice is just 6 minutes long and it is designed in such a way that you do not have to struggle like I struggled. The access to this video is just $100. If you want this, you can send me a text in the Gmail that I provide in the description box and the pinned comment section down below. We will hop on a Zoom call and make this happen quick. And for a few men who are serious about leveling up their game in the fastest rate possible, I offer one-to-one personalized premium coaching. This coaching is for men who already have some success in his life. He has already made some money, but this guy is frustrated because he still cannot get the right kind of girl into his life effortlessly. And this guy is also frustrated because he has already followed all the superficial advice that society gives to men. He has tried cold approaching, he has tried to elevate his social skill, but he has finally understood that real attraction begins from the inside. So, if you're this guy and you refuse to settle and you finally want to work with your subconscious mind, with your imagination, emotion, and attention, you can send me a text in the Gmail that I provide in the description box and the pinned comment section down below. We will get started real fast.